Hey guys, I'm Nishibi. And I'm Dineo Mkobong. And this is www.radiodr.co.za.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za.
What's
It is a beautiful Monday morning. It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are currently tuned into Monday Mayhem. And of course, I do not go alone. I go with CeeLo. How you doing, my man? I am tired. The weekend was hectic for me, but we are not there. I want to know how your weekend was. So do head over to www.radiodr.co.za and drop a comment right there. CeeLo, how was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. It was nice. It was like breakup day.
Why?
Because I'm not going to work for a week.
You back to school, my nigga.
Yeah. I'm going to be sitting here doing all things Radio DR.
Of course. Like, you can't do anything else but this. Anyway, I know you missed me. That is you listening at home, and CeeLo, of course. I know CeeLo always misses me, but he won't always tell me because he doesn't want to, boost my ego. But anyway,
I have to deal with you.
What do you mean you have to deal with me?
It means I have to deal with you when the microphone's on.
Anyway, today we are going to be speaking about child support, which was sparked from the conversation that we had on, I think, our 13th show. CeeLo said something about child support, and it was very interesting. And I didn't want to comment that time because I was just like...
You're still thinking about it.
Not even still thinking about it. I was just like shook what you said. And
what did I say?
You don't remember. You need to tell me your opinion about what you think about child support, but not now. We are going to be having that later on the show. So do stick around and listen to good music and good vibes only. This is Monday Mayhem with your girl Minnie 2C with the Bull D.
Mama Mutalani Mama Benga Jiningawe Bambi Sanja Sam Chula Sitandwa Sam Mutalani Mama Benga Jiningawe Mami Sanja Sam Sondela Sandwa Sondela Nalutando Lwa Nukine Lonze Mutalani Mama Benga Jiningawe Bambi Sanja Sam Geke ni kukote Sala Ndi kutada Ungo am Kude yoga Geke ni kukote Chula Yandaya Sitandwa Sam Dosala Ningowa
Sipekike lona mthibhekana inkap zonke siphelele lana and radio DR.co.za.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za. And that was DJ Bongs with Tina Sobabili and Ringo with Sondela. And before that was Amanda Black with Egoli. Like, I like this thing of throwing back and going back to the old music because it reminds me of back in the days. I mean, DJ Bongs back in the days was lit. Like, he nearly made our childhood. And Uringo with Sondela Sandwa. So, I mean, hey, man, like, I feel like we don't respect Ringo. We should be calling him Obab Ringo because that man is old, man. He old. And Amanda, the thing is, I don't know, why is everyone singing about Egoli? I think there are a few artists with
because everybody's dads was in Joburg. Every family had a dad who was away in Joburg. Every streets.
Yeah, but why now?
Yeah, it's just always the economic hub, man.
It's just, yeah, no, it's just weird that we have people all of a sudden singing about Egoli. Like, Egoli is the it place. I mean, come down to Durban, we'll show you a few things or two. I promise you.
With less Uber Eats options, but it's still fun.
Wow, you're angry about Uber Eats, but okay. Anyway, today we are speaking about child support, and yeah, man, we want to hear about. Oh, actually, I'm going to remind CeeLo of what he said. The time he was just going on and on about child support. CeeLo, these were your words.
What were my words, Minnie?
You were like, if a guy tells a girl to abort a child.
No,
Wait,
no.
let me
I
finish.
remember now. What I
finish.
said was, and this was with context that I feel it should be like this. It's not, but I feel it should be like this. If two consenting adults have found themselves in a situation where the woman is pregnant, and they have the conversation, and the guy is like, I don't want to be a father. What I said was, it will always be the woman's final decision to make.
Yeah,
right?
because she's the carrier.
Because she's the carrier. And it's only the woman. The man has no say in what the woman chooses. Because it's the woman's body, right?
Correct.
But if that man has said that he does not want to be a father, he is not ready to be the father, and you like, I'm going to carry on anyway. I said the man should be allowed to be about his life and not take care of that baby because he stated at the beginning. I share this because Dave Chappelle brought this up in his special, and I kind of agree with him. In that special situation, which is not every situation, you know.
Yeah.
It's just that it's actually quite a bit. It's just that later the girl turns around and be like, you ain't shit. But I said I don't want to have a baby though. And you continue because it's your body. And I see how cool I just think women don't have accountability to the baby making thing as well. At some point. It's a very
tricky situation because
topic.
The thing is, when you guys decide, it's okay, now we're going to have intercourse and unprotected intercourse, what do you think is going to happen?
Already when we're having this conversation, so late, man.
Exactly.
If we had the conversation when we started out and maybe you skipped the pill for one day and then it messed up with the whole cycle, then having us said, value, we're having sex and we're being protected and we doing this whole protection thing because yeah, it's whatever. And then that happens, or you get sick, and then like something stupid happens. The condom breaks. Like, it's your body, yes, but if he's not ready to accept, like, and you decide to keep it after he said he's not ready to, I mean, it's an accountability thing, really.
Yeah, no, I mean, personally, I don't agree.
And that's already a special circumstance.
You know why I'm like fighting this? It's because usually men, when they like terminate this pregnancy, they will come back after 12 years, 16 years, after you suffering and paying bills and you've done every little thing for them, and then they come back, they're like, I want to be in the child's life. The hell, nigga.
That's a fucked up person.
But that's those like in most cases.
But what you find happens in most cases is that the woman can no longer handle the burden of bringing up a child, especially without resources, without financial resources. And now the only thing she can do is like that's, unfortunately, society is gonna be like, how could you not take care of your own? How could and poor guy, no matter what he does, no matter what he said at the beginning, even if he told her, let's not have this baby, it's gonna be up to him again.
When you have intercourse, unprotected intercourse, you know what's going to happen afterwards.
Yes.
You know.
And I'm fighting for that special cause where we spoke about it. Even like, and we're protecting, and then a little Putali Nzega starts coming.
I don't mean to laugh, but on that note, do stay tuned. We are going to be discussing this more right here on Monday Mayhem. But for now, we are going to carry on with the music, and I'm playing you KO featuring Unandi. Matita would say you will.
You made a promise. Say you will. Say you will. 'Cause you know my love is way too real.
Hey, reporting live from the fortress, a stool and some courses. Just me and my gorgeous queen, Gucci Bamo, she's fists so salalogish. They keep running in mouth, begging me low, Missy Shanga, my potris, babu. They don't know we're moving as a unit. Makuzula na uwempil when yam futu bashula nange Jewish. They mad cause I put you in the newest cabana. Ain't no better love than the one I know. You got your name branded all over my heart and soul. So shuganiswa yikoti man. Mangona when I'm veling on and just chombe sam. Cause you're the only one I want. I get come on. It's a wife thing, but I gotta do the right thing. My life thing, get you a nice ring, a Cartier bracelet, a break ling with diamonds, uber styling, twice in the shot.
Tanbulami, nigga logo tanbulami, yeah. You made a promise, dale wami, yeah. Say you will, say you will, 'cause you know my love is way too real. Say you will, say you will, say you will, say you will, 'cause you know my love is way too real.
Hey, always ready to ride for you, 'cause you might again. I'll be ready to die for you when I'm bicycling. Yes, I'm a challenge, is a binding. They don't wanna see us moving forward, they wanna see us idling. Recycling, I'm in my element. Like 24 hours, I'm a long high 7. Your highness, when I'm in thy presence, we something like a damn no either by believe. Yeah, all I really need in this life is sin. It's just me and my girlfriend. She's a queen, she's a perfect manifestation of what the bees and the birds is. We've been through the worst things, but I'm a G with a purpose. We ain't too deep in the furnace for people to hurt us. Alexander McQueen's and the Birkins, take that. Now get up on my knees, you deserve it. It's me and my girlfriend.
Tambulami, nigga logo tambulami, yeah. You made a promise, dale wami, yeah. Say you will, say you will, 'cause you know my love is way too real. Say you will, say you will, inside me. If you say you will, say you will, say you will, say you will, 'cause you know my love is way too real.
Gravity, take 100, whoa. I bought the gang with me. Shit is euphoric, my body a Taurus, and I bought the clan with me. We in the scene like Adam Levine, and I got the bands with me. Rey Mysterio, top rope, she wanna hang with me. Told her she can't with me, 'cause I bought the gang with me. Shit is euphoric, my body a Taurus, and I bought the clan with me. We in the scene like Adam Levine, and I got the bands with me. Rey Mysterio, top rope, she wanna hang with me. Told her she can't with me. Boy too hot like chilies, like big racks and big titties. Shawty best friend like Lily, that's why we leaving in the jiffy. Shawty gon' pop a pill, pose for stills, David Copperfield. What is it, can't guys, what is it, my dies, what you have bomb, what is it, my class.
These girls are acting silly, tryna get some love from me. Pumping up my steez, understand that you the realest. I can take this now, I won't stop it. I black said it once or maybe twice that you can have it. Standing on the system, boy, you can also do it.
Gas on E, stripes on me. Fucking your beat, ain't got a title, we doing the deed. Ooh, yeah, nut on your sheets. Ooh, yeah, man, pull up with beans. I bought the gang with me. Shit is euphoric, my body a Taurus, and I bought the clan with me. We in the scene like Adam Levine, and I got the bands with me. Rey Mysterio, top rope, she wanna hang with me. Told her she can't with me, 'cause I bought the gang with me. Shit is euphoric, my body a Taurus, and I bought the clan with me. We in the scene like Adam Levine, and I got the bands with me. Rey Mysterio, top rope, she wanna hang with me. Told her she can't.
Hey, they know who I am, they got my name at the entrance. They do. Everything is catered, I don't pay for no beverage. I don't. Niggas wanna beef, but I don't give them no leverage. They be in they feelings more than bitches that's pregnant. Came up out the gut, I'm a hood rat. Shawty threw it to me like a fullback. Went to the plug, got a drill pad. Flipped it and got me a full stack. Shawty a tourist, Shawty be chopping the purest. Shawty a thotty too hottie like Scotty and drip like she shopping in Europe.
I bought the gang with me. Shit is euphoric, my body a Taurus, and I bought the clan with me. We in the scene like Adam Levine, and I got the bands with me. Rey Mysterio, top rope, she wanna hang with me. Told her she can't with me, 'cause I bought the gang with me. Shit is euphoric, my body a Taurus, and I bought the clan with me. We in the scene like Adam Levine, and I got the bands with me. Rey Mysterio, top rope, she wanna hang with me. Told her she can't with me.
She wanna hang with me, told her she can't with me, the better bitch I'm cool, and I make that big bass, ooh, big racks, big guap, big stacks, count that, oh, bad bitch, got that, ooh, lavish, I want that, ooh.
And I'm finna lace, I ain't finna chase, take her to my base, that be where she stay, bad bitch, yeah, lavish, yeah, bad bitch, clan, yeah.
Okay, sure, radiodr.co.za.
is DJ Live with Poland, and before that was Ivy and Neptune with Tourist. And right about now we are going to head over to our triple threat, and our triple threat today is I don't know if I should say young because I just found out her age, so she's
young. You end up your youth until you're 35.
Yeah, she's only got 3 years though.
Stop age shaming me.
Age shaming, wow. Silo une drama, yes, une drama. But our triple threat today is Ayanda Chia. Most people don't know her. Nami, I recently actually found out about her. And I know her from the song where she features Aries. Falling for You.
I'm falling for you.
Yes, sis, don't go to Idols, please, because with that voice. Yeah. Oh, stop. Anyway, Ayanda is from the Northwest Province. Where's that?
The Northwest Province is. That's where Mafeking is in. That's the place that Rustenburg, I think, as well. Is it?
That's close to Johannesburg, right?
Yeah, well, Mafeking, Rustenburg, sounds like Joburg town.
Yeah, I'm not very good with geography, hey?
At all.
I suck.
Get a map. Actually, get Google Earth.
Oh wow, is that a thing?
Google Earth.
Yeah, is that a thing?
That's where Google Maps comes from.
Is it called? I didn't know it was called Google Earth.
There's a whole entire program called Google Earth where you can go to any place in the world using satellite imagery.
Well, that's the first time hearing it. But anyway, Ayanda Chia is mostly influenced by genres like gospel, jazz, neo soul, and R&B. And this is actually not her first project because she's released 2 EPs here. It states, and one of the EPs is Very Intimate Conversations, and the other is called To Whom It May Concern. It's funny how these people have been around for the longest time and we don't know of them.
There's 10 years behind every overnight success.
You think? Well, which is quite true actually. But the thing is, why don't we know of Ayanda Chia? Because she's performed in Sri Lanka in 2016 and she was nominated.
South Africa.
What do you mean?
You don't just become a celebrity.
You have to work hard for it. But bruh, if you've performed at Sri Lanka and also you were nominated in 2015 for
when did Kulichana win a summer from Natapawa? Probably like 2015, 2014 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
And
niggas started rapping in 91.
You, Jesus.
Exactly.
How old is Kulichana?
I wasn't even born when he was thinking of rapping, I'm sure.
Oh, shame. I'm a young one.
I'm a 90s baby.
But yeah, man, I am going to be playing you Ayanda Chia's song, The Sun, Yeah, and Lover for Life. These are songs from her latest, not even her latest, her first album she released.
Debut album.
Yes. And it's called I Understand.
It's a dope title, by
It's a very
I
dope
like
title.
That title.
Yeah, but
shout out.
The thing is, when people are listening to us, they don't understand Uti. How dope. You know, they don't understand the I understand. The thing is, it's not I understand like how you understand it to be. It's Ayanda, her name, and stand. So it's like super cool. I feel like that is so creative. So whoever came up with that is, I don't know, it's out of this world.
I'm showcased.
Yeah, man, she's I like her music. She kind of reminds me of Erykah Badu.
Why?
You will hear from the song, I can't explain it, but from the song Yeah, you'll understand why I think she reminds me of Erykah Badu. But anyway, do enjoy the 3 songs from our triple threat today.
All the shadows inside, it's dark as night. It's gonna turn out alright. Trust me, I know it's scary sometimes. You're stressed out, you can't sleep at night. Now you're wondering, when will it ever end? But it's only bridge over water if you believe me. Sing, oh yeah, sing, oh yeah. award if you believe me. Sing, oh yeah. Sing, oh yeah. Sing, oh yeah. Sometimes we take the fall, thinking that there's nothing left. But see, you gotta be strong, oh, cause it's not over yet. So when it's misty and blue, the light will shine through. You're never alone, trust and keep moving on. It's only bridge over water if you believe me. Sing, oh yeah. Sing, oh yeah. Sing, oh yeah. Look, it's only bridge over water if you believe me. Sing, oh yeah. Sing, oh yeah. Sing, oh yeah. Don't cry, no, no. It's gonna be alright. Heartaches are over. Here comes the sun. Oh, wow. Don't cry. It's gonna be alright. Heartaches are over. Yeah, here comes the sun. Bright. Tell me what's the thing you do that makes a woman like me wanna get to you. I swear I'm going crazy. Whatever I will do, just give me the time and place and I'll be coming through. I guess I got the hots for you. That thing I like, I won't stop until I get it. Tell me what you like. Believe me, you won't regret it. How you like it served on a gold or a silver platter. It don't matter, cause I got you, baby. Got you, baby. I don't really do this, but I like you. I like you. And I so really get it that I want you. I want you. Get to know you pretty, baby. It's our
what's up? This is Celestial Mike, the mic in the hands of God, and you're connected to Radio DR.co.
Yeah. It's that dope.
First time I got to know your love, I was 6. I felt your every song, I wrote every remix. There was something about you that was so sincere. You were so gentle in your ways, I had to keep you near. I remember mama sending me out to go play. On the radio I hear sung by the OJs. Couldn't help but listen to every word that they say. On the stairway to heaven, it made my day. Even though I was a child, I understood the feeling that came over me. I understood that you and I were meant to be. Even though I was a child, I understood my purpose. Thank you for choosing me. Get your love perfect, you see something that you can't control. You're the only love I got. You are my lover, yeah. You are my lover for life. It's like I get your love perfect, you see something that you can't control. You're the only love I got. You are my lover, yeah. You are my lover for life. Yeah, and then I turned 16. Didn't know another teenager like me. I listened to the radio till the clock struck 3. DJ, please play me Mr. Dweller AG. Look at what you did to me. Look what you did, you put that soul in me. Can't deny I was a soul sister. Felt so good, I was so glad to meet ya. Nobody touched my heart and soul like Cheers got my inspiration. Her soul became my motivation. And as I go on, I only can be greater. Cause you are my life. And if I had to choose, I'd choose you again. Something that you can't control. You're the only love I got. You are my lover, yeah. You are my lover. For like I get your love for face. You see something that you can't control. You're the only love I got. You are my lover, yeah. You are my lover. Stogie tape.
Hey, how so damn interesting. This the best thing since Smith & Wesson. Made 1995, the shining, but she didn't get the reference. But that's the lesson, towards collide, Hyde and Jekyll. I know a verse for every vibe we share, boo. Like John 15, chapter 12, the Bible tells you, love each other as I have loved you. Got me thinking back to all this fire between us, telling me that we are matched too.
I'll always speak so highly of you. I'm thankful for your love because it got me through. You pulled me together, always and forever. I would not know what to do without you. I'm so grateful for you.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za. That was our triple threat for this week, which is Ayanda Gia with The Sun, Yeah, and A Lover for Life. If you haven't listened to the album, you need to listen to it. I'm actually surprised, Uti. She's got so much support coming from her fellow, I don't know, celebrities. What do you call celebrities? Celebrities, right? There's no other word for them.
What? Celebrities are celebrities.
Can you say her fellow colleagues? Because, I mean, they're in the same industry.
Peers.
So it's peers more than colleagues.
Colleagues and peers, bro.
But in Australia, we have my office, so we have my colleagues.
But office la big club.
Wow.
The stage, you got on the stage and you say we office.
So we office la ilana kaba bizana kona kama colleagues ganshik. So fellow peer. But yeah, man, do listen to Ayanda Chia's album. It is very, very nice. I really enjoyed it. It's more of a Sunday vibe type of vibe. It's something for grown-ups, you know, like grown-ups like us.
You ain't grown, nigga.
I'm young as hell. I am young as hell. But anyway, we are speaking about child support today. And I'm actually going to say something about child support. Well, not really child support.
What are you saying?
Terminating pregnancies. I feel like this is coming from like how I grew up and me being a Zulu. So my comment is stemming from that. And what I'm going to say is that terminating a pregnancy, you need to think about a whole lot of things. And not only is it stemming from my culture, but you know, for a woman's health as well. Firstly, it's going to be Heritage Day tomorrow. But anyway, I say collab. I think a termination of pregnancies, for us black people, we believe it brings bad luck. Like you just asking for a dark cloud to follow you for a good, I don't know how many years, but it's just bad luck. It's not good to terminate a pregnancy because, you know, you believe in ancestors, and apparently when you terminate a pregnancy, that child cries, and some people say they hear cries and all of that. So for me, like, I wouldn't terminate a pregnancy because of bad luck. And I know it's sounding very naive of me, because I don't also judge people that terminate pregnancies, because you're the only person that knows your pockets. You're the only person that knows in the next 5 years how you will be. And because bringing up a child is not a walk in the park. Children are expensive. Everything is just expensive, you know. So you know your pocket. So I don't mind. Like, whatever you want, you feel is good for you, then go ahead and do it. Because even in Zulu, if you do terminate a pregnancy, you can do things to, you know, apologize to the ancestors and be like, okay, you know, this happened, I'm sorry, and these are the reasons, you know. And in terms of not cultural reasons, is that sometimes you terminate a pregnancy and you only destroying, like, the people that are doing the whole process are going to destroy your uterus or your womb. So now you can't have kids anymore, you know.
Yeah, but that's like the shady dealers.
Yeah, but sometimes, there are some instances where you go to the right places and they just screw up. It's not always 100%. So you don't want to be that person. Now you can't have kids because you know what you did, and it's going to eat you up for the longest time, because now you're seeing people having kids and you're just like, shoot, had I not done that, then I would be somewhere with having, you know, kids. I would have 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 kids.
Yeah, but I get that, and you totally are allowed to believe and to live that way with those beliefs. And especially in South Africa, with the laws we have, you just need to allow other people their rights to believe whatever they want to believe about the topic. So long as you're not infringing on anybody's rights to that choice, any woman's right to that choice, I feel like you're more than valid to keep whatever belief you have, you know, without judgment. Because if you come from a Christian point of view, if you're judging me, your point is like not valid anymore, because you're breaking the principles of where you come from.
Well, that is very true. I don't want to comment on Christian, because the last time I did that, my mom and I were like,
sorry, mama.
But yeah, man, I just feel like people should exercise their rights. No one has a right to judge. You know your life, you know how strong you are. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say with this whole thing is that if you are a man and you tell your partner or whatever it is, your one night stand or whatever it is, to terminate their pregnancy, do not come back after years and be like, I want to be part of the child's life. Because if that happened to me, my guy, you walk away. Yeah, about the time, are you sure? Are you sure this is not your child? And you're like, yes. I'm like, okay. No. What are you trying to say to me? Personally, it's because I know myself. Because now you're trying to call me a daddy. Nah, but still, if you're going to walk away, make sure you're walking away for good. And do not come back because child.
But
hell
at the
will
same
break
time,
loose.
the way the current law is set up, you can't say no. You gotta go to court.
Yeah, well, but I feel like, speaking about court, I feel like child support is not taken seriously in South Africa. Have you seen in the reality shows overseas in the United States of America, which they take child support really seriously?
Yeah.
You go behind bars.
I just think that to some level, Siprok, in America, it's like there's a lot of money moving around. Most of the people you're taking to court, abana money, man. So
yeah,
it's not gonna be a thing, really. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it.
I mean, I think you're right, because someone did say in America you just need to work in order to live. No matter what work you do, you just need to work, because even a person that is a helper or maid, if you want to put it that way, they can own like a good car, 4x4 even.
Yeah, like the power of the dollar is stronger. So $100 versus $1,000 versus $10,000.
Yeah,
there's a lot more you can do with that. Like I think $100 is like 1,500 rand.
At that, $100.
Yeah, so $1,000 is 15,000, 10,000 is 150. So if you find a place where your time is actually valued, guys, with a little compromise, you can get there. The American dream, they say.
Yeah, well, anyway, we are speaking about child support. So if you do have any comments about child support, do head over to www.radiodr.co.za. This is Mini 2C, and now I'm about to play you a song that's gonna keep you jiving. Usila probably doesn't even know the song.
What's the song called? I actually know the song. I know the song. I know the song.
From where now?
I don't know. I saw it on social media a few times now.
Have you listened to the whole song?
I'm not gonna listen to the whole song. I get the crusts of it.
Oh my gosh, but the real people know.
Jobe dances really well.
No, but it means something else. But I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to be the person to say it.
We know what it means. Jobe is a very good dancer.
Oh yes, he is a good dancer. Not in the club, not on the dance floor. But anyway, I'm going to play you Jobe London and Post 69 with Sugendleleni.
jobe udlala kamnandi jobe 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 awusuke endleleni 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 jobe wenzani ujobe
udlala kamnandi
wenzani
ebathi
ujobe
hayi unginika kamnandi
wenzani ujobe
udlala kamnandi
wenzani
ebathi
ujobe
hayi unginika kamnandi
wenzani ujobe
udlala kamnandi ebathi hayi unginika kamnandi
wenzani ujobe
udlala kamnandi
wenzani
ebathi
ujobe
hayi unginika
jobe udlala kamnandi jobe 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 jobe udlala kamnandi awusuke endleleni jobe 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 awusuke endleleni jobe
ebathi jobe udlala kamnandi ore kanjani hari hello shishi shi shishi shi
jobe udlala kamnandi jobe 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 jobe
forget first time we met. My world stood still, baby. Felt your magic bolting through my veins. I knew our love would be tragic.
Bet you got down my heart. Don't you wanna kiss the haters? Break your walls down, my love. Don't you wanna hug the wild? Every place I'm looking for you. Don't even find it. We can send it. Rolling deep, I'll see it through now. Show me love. We can send it. Every place I'm looking for you. Don't even find it. We can send it. Rolling deep, I'll see it through now. Show me love. We can send it. Every place I'm looking for you. Don't even find it. We can send it. Rolling deep, I'll see it through now. Show me love. We can send it.
Wona bafethu lapho sibhekike lona mthibhekana inkaphu zonke siphelele lana and radio DR.
These last couple of weeks have been so eye-opening and inspiring for me because like I've been linking up with people who've just been reintroducing perspectives that I wasn't looking at enough.
I need my hundreds of cash. I need my rollies in passing. Me, I'm just rolling the passion. You need a visitor's pass. Keep it 100 with bros. Keep it 100 with hoes. Keep it in hundreds of show. Team and 100, you know. Got me a hell of a game. Chasing my heavenish ways. Met with the ace of the spades. He getting the ace on the daily. Keep it 100 with bros. Keep it 100 with hoes. Keep it 100 a show. Team and 100. Keep it 100. Hey, I keep it in blues. I'm getting this money with fam, but you just gon' call them the crew. Remember when we never had it, but now we getting in the stacks. I'm talking about shit that $1 won't get you, so you can come work for a rack. Niggas that pulled up in black, from the steering wheel to the sag, from the first witness to the lat, from the red crib into a palace. Smart work in these talents, pray foes of my talents. So fuck taking these tablets, my enemy just needs balance. Sundays are my east ways, Mondays is my beast days. I can figure out a weekday, strong as usually how the week play. Used to suffer from the highlights, losing vision on the high life. Lunar cycle for the rise, crucifixion figure flights. Living and getting it done, living and gunning for one. Numbers ain't shit to a dawn. Power, respect with your tongue. Ain't got a second for weak shit, only invested in G shit. Pain gets you out of your feelings, and my haters dealing with deep shit. I need my hundreds of cash, I need my rollies in passing. Me, I'm just rolling the passion. You need a visitor's pass. Keep it 100 with bros, keep it 100 with hoes. Keep it in hundreds a show. Team and 100, you know. Got me a hell of a game, chasing my heavenish ways. Met with the ace of the spades, he getting the ace on the daily. Keep it 100 with bros, keep it 100 with hoes. Keep it 100 a show. Team and 100. No hate, no flames, no figures. There's no game, no plays, no hitters. You had a saber when it came to handle business. You never ever made us pay just like the winners. Blood type, ruler, check the model, that's a given. Underline the hookers, you ain't ball until you win. Looking at the score, you won't tell me about defense. Why you left them in the stands and the league is on the bench. How they treat you in the sense is how they see you in the next. You won't fold if you a vet and still you breathe below your chest. I handle pressure in the paint and now my game was elevated. Niggas on the same, the bigger pictures looking frameless. I need my hundreds, keep it 100. I needed the cash, and I need my shit fast. I need 100, cause my brothers ain't been bluffing about the work. I need hundreds, cause my mother didn't think that she would work. Ay. I need my hundreds in cash. I need my rollies in passing. Me, I'm just rolling the passion. You need a visitor's pass. Keep it 100 with bros. Keep it 100 with hoes. Keep it in hundreds a show. Team on 100, you know. Got me a hell of a game. Chasing my heavenish ways. Met with the ace of the spades. You getting the ace on the daily. Keep it 100 with bros. Keep it 100 with hoes. Keep it 100 a show. Team on 100, 100, 100.
Like, the universe can tell, bro, that you're not sacrificing enough. Can you sacrifice for your dream? If you're not willing to sacrifice, you're not gonna get it. That's a harsh part of it. I mean, you need to sacrifice for your goal. It kind of like tells you whether somebody really, really wants it or doesn't. You know what I mean? You need to sacrifice.
You are still tuned into Monday Mayhem with your girl Minnie 2C, and I just played you SK Hundreds and Paxton featuring Trezor with Kiss the Haze. SK is a guy that sent me an email sending me his song. So I'm very excited. If you are one of the people like SK, one of our artists in Durban or wherever you are in the country, even if you're overseas, we can play your music. All you got to do is send me an email at minetletsusi@gmail.com. I'm not going to spell that because that is rather long, but you can head over to my socials, which is IMNNIE_2C on Instagram and on Twitter to get my email address. So yeah, man. And we are heading over to our socials and we are going to see what's happening on the socials. So we're going to start off on a very, very good note. So
For once.
For one, no, boy, we
joking.
always do it how it's just that the other weeks, got race, man. But anyway, I'm excited to say that. So I was scrolling on my TL like throughout the whole of last week, and all I'm seeing is girls buying Mercs. Skr. I'm like proud. I want to be that girl that buys a Merc sometime soon because damn, girls with Mercedes. I am going to be part of those girls very, very soon.
Congratulations, African person. You've bought a German car.
How? What's why beg I got cheese?
Oh, I just said congratulations.
Aibo.
Yes,
guys. I'm actually going to move on. Because I'm not going to dwell on what you just said. Anyway, moving right along. On the 27th of September at 9 o'clock in the morning, there will be a business fair at... Usilo, guys, we have to step like I'm shook. He's showing me pictures that I'm getting now. But anyway, there's going to be a business fair at the ICC on the 27th of September at 9 o'clock in the morning with Osal Beyonce, No Lucindy Somkhunu, More Life Kumona, and Aaron Lynch. So basically, this is how digital and social media can build your brand and grow your business. So if you are interested in that, do head over there, and it's free entrance for everybody. It's mostly for the youth. And another thing that's been happening on the socials is that Jessica Nkosi and Zintle, they posted a video of videos and pictures of them together. Now everyone is wilding that all Zintle's friends are being cheated on. So, and now they're just like, oh, wow, does Zintle call you after being cheated on and stuff? So, I mean, I feel like they're good friends. They've been friends before that. And I don't know why we gotta...
And every woman is friends with somebody who's been cheated on.
That is not true.
That is so true. It's just
not
that sometimes you guys as the group don't know it yet.
I ain't bro. That is not true. Us women, Jay, we slanging with pettiness. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that even if it just happens, whether you're aware of it or not.
I mean, to a certain extent, but I'm not like I'm not gonna argue with you, CeeLo, because arguing with you needs energy.
Like walking.
Yeah, but when mina now and Jal sitting at a debate show where we can sit and debate about things.
I don't like debating. I'm bad at debating.
What?
I suck at debating.
Lies you tell. Lies you tell. But moving right along, so on Twitter, Kona or Scoopa Tumana.
Wait, before you go to Scoopa to what? Can we talk about the Ntigi challenge?
What's happening there?
Ntigi Mazwai posted a picture with some friends and she was topless and her boobs are out. Then people on Twitter proceeded to tease her boobs because they're sagging. Then the pro-woman people came out and be like, you cannot judge boobs. Yo, boobs forever, they will sag even if they sag. This is Twitter. This is a conversation happening on Twitter. And then the girls came back with a Ntigi challenge where they are topless and showing their boobs.
And people are actually posting those things.
As you saw earlier.
Yeah, it was very disturbing for me. That child looks young. Even.
That's crazy, bro.
That's the crazy. I can't deal. What does Tiggy do anyway?
Isn't she like a poet or something? Let's search.
Yeah, no. But anyway, also a person that's been wilding out on socials is Munchal Saneli. She's busy out here doing weird things and people are not participating in that challenge. Everyone was just like, no, we are not doing that.
Yeah, no girls wanted to twerk. They were like, South African men just want to see our asses.
Aye, but who started that challenge? It's not the South African men. It is Munchal Saneli.
Ngiyabonga men.
How? Because she even made videos. She's like, this is a Moonchild Saneli challenge. So if you want to do it, this is what you must do. And she was twerking in the kitchen, twerking on her bed, twerking just everywhere in her house.
And like, it was nice. It's just, I wish more women would have joined her.
Nah, man. Does she not have a daughter?
How? What are you trying to say?
I don't know. I just feel some type of way. Because the thing is, they do all these things. Bear in mind, your child will see this thing in the near future. And now what are you going to say to her? She's going to say to her child, be child of your sexuality, my child. That's what she's going to say to her. I ain't get it, bro. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel. I actually know how I'd feel if my child posted such things. You'd be angry, wouldn't you? I would be, yes, as angry as an understatement. I would smack that child. She'd be like, but mom, you used to do the same when you were my age too. She doesn't know that. Aye. Sexual the celebrities, these things we can go online and get those things. So there's footprint on the internet. So now you can't erase it forever because someone, have you not seen, especially with, I'm sorry I'm going to bring this up, with Usaseko and Ukasi's and Phil's fight. Somehow that thing always ends up on Twitter. Which one? The fights, Casey, no Phil's. Who are those people? They Twitter people, they Tolebs. Like, there was a fight, like it was like trending for the longest time where they fought at a garage. And I think it was after that party, ne? Yes, the thing. At it was the B&B. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. Have you not seen it lately on Twitter? No, I haven't. So these things always pop up. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, and like parents need to think about what they do on their social medias because, wowza browser. Some people don't think that far. I ain't get it, bro. You can't not think that far if you're a parent. But anyway. Anyway, we're moving right along with Scoopa Mtumnamna. What are you scared of? Cedar, what are you scared of? What is the Scupata Papa of what? Yes. Of what are you scared of? Yeah, to an honest hour, what are you scared of? I'm scared of dying before I accomplish everything I want to accomplish. What do you want to accomplish? A lot. I want deeply rooted radio at Palit. Office. With the view. In town, mean. You got your petrol allowance, don't worry. Oh, yeah. Yes. Then I am on like a scone. But anyway, what I'm scared of Of what I'm scared of is dying. That's one of the
I'm gonna be scared of dying.
Ah.
I said dying before finishing what I want to.
I mean, I'm scared of dying.
When you die, it's gonna be like off.
Yeah, I'm scared of that.
How are you gonna be scared of something that you're going to?
I know. I'm just scared of dying. And the thing is, I realized it was you could actually fight death because I was watching a movie not so long ago, and that guy was like dying. He was shot somewhere, like got my sensitive parts, and he was like fighting it, and he was just like, you know when you're like scared, you don't die. And then his brother was like, no, bruh, chill, you're not gonna die, because he wanted him to die because he didn't want to see him suffering. So he's like, chill, don't panic, just chill. Wash on. So say death, you can fight it. You know what? Me, I'm gonna fight death.
Well, they say we're about 50 years from 100 being the average age. Because the only thing stopping us...
100 being the average age.
Like, of death. Like, basically, like 100 years ago, people were living up to the age of 30. That's why people got married at 21. Yeah! Because modern medicine changed that. When we got modern medicine, pills, all
But
of
I
that
think it's
stuff.
only worse now because there are a lot of sicknesses.
No, like, now we're living. Now, like, in Japan, I think 87 is, like, the average age of death for women there. So, like, with further advancements in technology, basically scientists say there's no reason why we can't live. Because a lot of the time you die from a disease related to old age, which is just your body no longer sending the chemicals and the signals properly like they used to because of wear and tear.
Yeah.
So if they can fix the wear and tear or slow down the wear and tear, theoretically we could live a bit longer and longer and longer and longer.
Never mind, you wear and say they need to figure out some way of not having wrinkles and our bones.
That's part of it. Like part of this, the thing I do where I starve myself.
Yeah,
like, that slows
where I
down
starve
aging.
myself. We don't promote starvation.
Well, it's intermittent fasting. The people skipping breakfast. Fancy word for skipping breakfast.
Oh wow!
So
Educate us.
That boosts autophagy, which is a system.
Yeah, you said what? What?
Autophagy.
What does that mean?
It's a new thing they found in your body that our body does naturally. So by fasting, you boost that. If you fast for 24 hours, you boost that by 300%. And that's basically your body going into every single cell and atom and being like, okay, where's the dirty stuff? Cleaning it up and eating it like Pac-Man and then becoming a stronger cell.
So when you starve yourself, that happens.
When you fast, not starve yourself. Fasting and starving are two different things.
Yeah.
So when you're fasting, that boosts up because whenever you put your body in stress, whether it's be physical stress through training, fasting, the stress of not having food, your body finds ways to stay alive, and that's part of it.
Interesting. I forgot the word you said. Of course.
Autophagy.
Autophagy. All I know is that
So that's the cleaning of the cells at a molecular level helps you get, because it's at a cellular level.
I say, la. We're
Oh,
not
molecules.
sure. Speak English.
Molecules at a cellular level, like a tiny microscopic level. That means because it's your cells, your skin cells are good cells, your eye cells are good cells, your aging.
Where do you get all this information?
I watch a lot of docus and stuff.
Okay. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were like smart and.
I'm just regurgitating what I've seen.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good to do research, and reading is good for you. As for us, we're good at watching movies.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Anyway, the show does carry on right here on Monday Mayhem, and I'm going to play you We Are Now with Grateful.
Got all the things
apart. If it was to end right now, I'm satisfied. I live my life right from the start. Follow my heart for real. Don't focus on hate or retaliate, but generate love till we overcome shit. Hate is your motivation. To my ride or dies, I'm so grateful. Bless up to you, creator.
I just wanna thank you for the love you've shown to me. You helped me grow into the man that I was born to be. I always think about you right before I fall asleep. I always dream about you right before the morning creeps in. You helped me see there was power in thinking big. I study parking big. Now I got a market filled with fans who helped me start it. They said don't eat with niggas who weren't there when you were starving. So I'll never ride with niggas who weren't there when I was walking. Through the trials and tribulations, point me towards gracious. I'll come back and show you greatness. Show some gratitude, they haters start becoming grateful. Let your demons laugh at you and watch how they'll become your angels. Yeah, maybe they'll congratulate you.
Hate is your motivation. To my ride or dies, I'm so grateful. Bless up to you, creator.
You know. Hey, came from nothing, I made something from the mud. I need money now, I need it like a drug. Used to sniffing, now I'm only rolling up. Yeah, and my mama knows, so I don't give no fuss. Every single night she know I'm floating. It's not just a wave, I got an ocean. Every single night she know I'm floating. It's not just a wave, I got an ocean. Niggas don't want it with the one though. Niggas ain't welcome in the jungle, yeah. Niggas we could go like Rambo, yeah. Niggas get ate like Mando. Niggas get dropped at random. Beat your idol like Randall. 25 I handle. 100 meter dash in my sandals. Pumas ain't out shit, but they on my feet. Yeah, 2 passports, don't need a visa. I've been high like a fever. Trips say call like a freezer. Oh, bitch, I do not need. I don't know you, how can I need ya? I can say big like D, cause diamonds get cut like P. It ain't been the same since I came up, but a nigga been the same since day one. And the ones on my nuts is the same ones. We never play a song, can I name one? Wrote this a day, I submitted the album. I make the good on me, I try to tell him I'ma need this to go platinum. Gotta buy my daughter that mansion. I ain't asking, came from nothing, I made something from the mud. I need money now, I need it like a drug. Used to sniffing, now I'm only rolling up. Yeah, and my mama knows, so I don't give no fuss. Every single night she know I'm floating. It's not just a wave, I got an ocean. Every single night she know I'm floating. It's not just a wave, I got an ocean. I pray to God that my niggas don't love. I pray to God he rain his blessings down on us. I pray to God he bring the devil down on luck. Yeah, I pray to God cause that's the blood. Bitch, I came up from the deep. Thought I'd drown but then I beat. Broke barriers like the reef. I can't let these niggas breathe. I fought girls, I was fake tea. 25 ain't never sleep. Money piling like a heat. I make profits, you just eat. That's on me. Me and the squad, fill up at the spot. She's too wavy, man. We don't need a yacht. All for some fun, yeah, never for love. I'm way too much, and I'm the one. Hey, came from nothing, I made something from the mud. I need money now, I need it like a drug. Used to sniffing, now I'm only rolling up. Yeah, and my mama knows, so I don't get no fuss. Every single night she know I'm floating. It's not just a wave, I got an ocean. Every single night she know I'm floating. It's not just a wave, I got an ocean.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za. That was Sejo with Waves. And during the week, I got a chance to speak to a guy that I know by the name of Aphiwe Dlamini. And the reason why I spoke to this guy, he's a poet, but he's not like out there, you know. I was interested in talking to him because obviously we are having a Heritage Day tomorrow, and he's informed when it comes to culture, and he just, it was very interesting for me. So then I decided, you know what, I'll actually have a conversation with you, and I want people to hear the conversation with you. So I'm hoping that you guys are actually going to be more educated about culture, and specifically Zulu culture and his culture that he mentioned. Yes, I just can't pronounce it, so it's very hard. But we had a very interesting conversation with him. So I'm really hoping that you are going to enjoy, or rather learn a lot from this conversation I had with Aphiwe, and I'm going to play it now.
Okay, sure. RadioDR.co.za.
So I'm out here chilling with Aphiwe and Olani. So basically today we are going to be speaking about our culture. Because, it's Heritage Day tomorrow, as you all know. If you don't know, shame on you. But now you know. So basically we just want to hear like an overview of our culture, which is mainly Zulu culture. But I spoke to Aphiwe not so long ago, and he told me he's not really like Zulu. He's Umbaka, right?
Ibaka.
Well, I nearly got it. So tell me, what is Ibaka?
Well, according to my knowledge, Ibaka, it's okay. My Zulu teacher from high school, Wati Amabaka, it's people who ran away during ikhathi zezimpi zoshaka. Basuka from the KZN side, bamova towards the south coast, the inlands of the south, yeah. So when they were there, bafiki baqasha lapho, and then as we all know, ukubhaqa in Zulu means ukuqasha. Yes. So when Shaka went there, wafike wabathola some of them, and then waysethi nibhaqela, and then that's how they were called Amabhaqa.
Okay. Yeah. So what's the main difference between Zulu nebhaqa? Like inte bahlukanisa that you can be like, okay, this is done by Zulus and this is definitely done by Amabhaqa?
I can't really say there's not much difference, but in terms of culture, most of the things thina sizenzayo as Amabhaqa nezenziwa amaZulu would do them, but some of them, because in location esikuyona we have like closer people as well. So some families, they are influenced by Xhosas, some they are influenced by Zulu because we are more like in the middle of Zulus and Xhosas. So it depends what nina influence in any. So in terms of the culture, we do, as I'm saying, with some of them we do the Zulu way, abanye they do the Xhosa way. But then in terms of the language, iyona mhlawumbe ngathi iyakwazi ukuthi differentiate ibhaca yabo from Zulus or from Xhosas. Yeah, because most people, like when I'm here in Durban, most people they be like, oh, you are Xhosa, and then I correct them, no, I'm not Xhosa, and then they'll be like, but this is not Zulu that you are speaking, and then what you are, and then I'll be like, no, you ibhaca. Yabo, because basuke bezwa language yabo. Like for example, in Zulu umuntu uyahamba, in Xhosa umuntu uyahamba, and then
but it's nearly the same thing, it's just pronounced different.
yeah that's the difference, since you asked what's the difference. So yeah so thina as Amabhaca, okay, umZulu uyahamba, umXhosa uyahamba, and then thina siyakhamba yabo. Yeah, so ngingathi the difference is there with language yabo. But isikhathi esiningi we are influenced by
Amazulu more than Amaxhosa.
More than Amaxhosa.
Okay.
Because even indlela yokugqoka isikhathi esiningi amabhata agqoka more like Amazulu.
Okay.
Yeah, especially from the location engisuka kuyona mina.
Yeah, okay. I want to know, because you just mentioned Uguti, Xhosa, I mean, amabhata, how do you pronounce? I'm very bad with pronunciation. Most people know this. Amabhata, yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's very interesting because I feel like, do you watch Game of Thrones? Have you watched Game of Thrones? Or have you heard of Game of Thrones?
I've heard of Game of Thrones. Unfortunately, angazi ngayibuka.
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking now. I'm thinking because what she's saying sounds like a Game of Thrones, but in a Zulu or a South African context of Oshaga and wars and everything. It's very interesting. You should go watch Game of Thrones and you'll see Uguti. It's like nearly the same thing.
Basically the same thing.
It's basically like a whole lot. It's actually quite interesting. This is the first time I'm realizing this, just by the way. But I'll give you an idea of what a Game of Thrones is. The question I want to ask is that in the Zulu culture, we have Ombelego, we have Oglobola Gwengane. Do you know of the difference of Oglobola Gwengane and Oglobola Komuntu that you want to be your wife?
I think you mean ukuhlawulwa kwengane.
No, Oglobola Gwengane, not ukuhlawulwa. Because there's a difference between Oglobola Gwengane and Oglobola go person that you want to be your fiance.
Okay, I think I'm with Apeo here. Maybe you should just enlighten us, because I don't know about Uglobola Wingane. I only know about Uglobola Wingane.
Yeah. I'm the one who's asking you guys. I thought you guys knew. Because in my understanding, Uglobola Wingane is when you pay for the child to call your surname. Ukuhlawulingane doesn't necessarily mean ukuthi that child is going to call your surname. Yeah. You have to uglobola ingane first. So you hlawula. Okay, first uyageza umuzi. Second uyahlawula. Third uyalobola ingane if you're not married. Or yes, if you're not married to the person you're having a child with, uyayilobola ingane ukuze ikwazi ukubiza isibongo sakho.
Oh, okay.
And then uglobola.
You have learned something.
So yeah, it's basically that. So I'm actually surprised that you don't know of this, but I mean, we learn something new every day.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. But I really want us to go in depth of speaking about Ushaga Zulu and how he influenced the times of now. Mm-hmm. So I just want your broad idea as to what you think like could have changed or should have changed, and I'm trying to find the right word, but yeah, just give me a brief of that.
Okay, ngendlela engibuye ngayo mangifunda umlando wakudala, because I was not there, yabo. But abantu abadala bayasitshela ukuthi thina sasiphila kanje, yabo, and then also read incwadi nan yabo, to gather information ukuthi kwakwenzakalani kudala, yabo. And then mina ke kuko konke lokho information engiyitholayo ngokufunda nokubuza abantu abadala and all that, ngithi mhlambe ngabe kungcono babe siphila kulesa sikhathi sakudala than lempilo esiyiphilayo.
What? No, thank you. I was just gonna be scared of the wars. I mean, Shaka killed people.
Well, in a way, ngizothi that's not true, yabo. Actually, uShaka into ayeyifuna ukuthi wayefuna ukuthi kube khona isizwe esisodwa which is ruled by one king, ekwakuzoba uShaka. And then whenever esekhothama, because inkosi asisho ukuthi yashona kuthiwa iyakhothama, whenever esekhothama kukhona wayezothatha over from the Zulu kingdom, yabo, athathe over as namanje isakhona iking yamaZulu, yabo. And then so ngithi mina if mhlambe kwakwenzeke ngokweyifiso zakhe, ngabe we are living in a better South Africa. Why ngisho kanjalo? Because kudala kwakunobuntu, dala kwaku amasiko saswazi yabo, and then dala wawungakwazi ukuthi uhlupheke ekhona umakhelwane enakho ukuthi kukwenze nawe ube notho as umuntu ophilayo emphakathini. Right now kukhona ipolitiki and we all know ukuthi kwenzakalani since we are ruled by politicians and all that. Abantu bakhala nge-corruption, abantu they always going kuma protest nani befuna ama-service deliveries nani. But ngokukashaka ushaka yena wayefuna ukuthi okay, there's this one king ekhona, whatever eyenzakalayo uyena obhekelele isizwe sisonke yabo. So nginento ethi unfortunately kwahamba ushaka bam assassinate ne, of which that was done umfowabo ekwakudingane, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Ngokuthengiswa umbopha kasithayi. So mayimthengisa
yini uba
umbopha waye khona leli gama engeke ngilikhumbule kahle, but yabo the closest person kwinkosi
like a right hand man.
Yes, lo oba messenger yenkosi ukuthi if kune message emeli deliver to certain people uthuma yena inkosi ithuma yena ukuthi hamba utshela abantu bami ukuthi kuzonzeka u1 no 2 no 3. So umbopha was that person who was very close to ushaka. Umbopha knew almost everything eyayenzwa ushaka yabo. Yes, so kwawuyena okwazi ukuthi amthengise ekuthenini bakwazi ukuthi kwicebo lakhe lokuthi bemgoduse liphumelele. So the time bekwenza lokho ushaka wayese kunamazwi awakhuluma, lawo mazwi ayethi noma ningangibulala kodwa ngeke nilibusa, liyobuswa izinkonjane. I hope ukuthi lawo mazwi ngiwasho ngendlela right kodwa ahamba lapho yabo. So
and what does that mean? Just go in depth as to what that means.
Okay, ngendlela engibuka ngayo ushaka wayesho lokho kwakuyis prophet kahle esasisuka kuyena, because ushaka was a very powerful man who was connected with God. So ngokusho kwakhe kanjalo he meant ukuthi mangianalyze ukuthi mayethi ngeke nilibuse liyobuswa izinkonjane, wayesho he meant by saying inkonjane he meant the white people ababezofika. Actually ushaka ngokwami abantu abamhlophe akabazi lokho ukuthi ushaka wa negotiate nabamhlophe bamnika isihlalo, wahlala isihlalo nesiroundayo wabakhombela umhlaba wathi wonke lo owini yabo. Lokho kumina ngikuthatha njengamampunge yabo. So because ushaka ngokwe knowledge yami ngeresearch yami engayifunda engayenza, ushaka umuntu omhlophe akamazi. Abantu abamhlophe bafika ushaka esakhothama, but before befike engakaza babone kunjalo, wakwazi ukuthi kufike kuyena ukuthi kunabantu abezayo abazofika who will be taking over ezweni, and then wayesesho ukuthi ngeke nilibusa liyobuswa izinkonjane. And if you look at the things today, our country is ruled by white people,
colonizers.
Yes, the colonizers. But when you're reading the story of ushaka, there are many. There's a lot of information ekona which I believe and I feel it's wrong. Why am I saying so? It's because most of that information, historical Shaka, it's written by white people, of which they can say whatever they want to say so that Tina says words, yes, to make us believe in their story. Like if you've watched Ushaka Zulu on SABC One, I'm not sure which day, Ushaka Zulu Kona Lapayana is speaking English, of which we know very well with Ushaka Zulu, he didn't know even a single English word.
I think from those movies made of Oshaka Zulu and all of that, I think I might be wrong. I stand to be corrected, but I think Oguti, those movies are sometimes put in English for the sake of Oguti. wonke umuntu understand ukuthi, because English is a universal language, so it's making them understand ukuthi, okay, this is what happened, because it would be very hard for a person, because uShaka Zulu is someone that needs to be learned about, like he's like a person who made history.
But also, as I'm saying, Uti, there are a lot of stories. For example, njengakho nje lokho ukuthi kuthiwa bamnika isihlalo, yabo. There's a scene engangayibuka kaShaka Zulu whereby they came with gifts, yabo. They also gave him a mirror, and then when he looks at the mirror wayibona yena, and he was shocked ukuthi kanti nginje, yabo. Kahle yena, if I'm not mistaken, babekwazi ukuthi bona beyibuke emanzini, yabo, when you go to the river and then
like a reflection.
Yes, your reflection. But then mase ibuke esibukweni wethu, yabo. So I believe ukuthi ziningi izinto information wrong about uShaka, yes, but we take it as if it's correct because
we weren't
it's there in the books, yabo. And we believe whatever that's in the books, we believe whatever that we get from internet. But if Tina, as South Africans, especially the youth, if we can learn to write our own stories, I believe Wuti sing ours, because if you write your own story, you write it the way you want it to be. There will be no lies, there will be, like, everything will be revealed. It's unlike now when you find umuntu ezobhala a story about a life and iphilayo ekhaya again, yabo.
An outsider looking
looking from
the outside, inside.
Because uzobhala, but uzobhala ngendlela yakhe. Sorry to yabo, uzobhala ngendlela yakhe, but then nina ingane zenu neingane zenu zizokhula zifundele lo bhuku, and then they will know ukuthi okay, la ekhaya kwaku 1 no 2 no 3 befunda story esasibhalwe by an outsider, of which i-outsider mayifuna ukuthi ifake propaganda izoyifaka, yabo. And then ingane mayikhula zifunda lawo mabhuku, zizofunda zibuka ukuthi okay, ubaba wala ekhaya waye umuntu omumbi kanje wayibulala abantu, wayenza 1 no 2 no 3, yabo. And then ingane will hate on ubaba wala ekhaya, yabo, originally, because zifunde this story which is written by an outsider who ofake ne propaganda yakhe, yabo. Because incwadi I believe siyibhalela for future generations ukuthi zazi ukuthi what happened yabo back then, yabo. Yes, so yeah, I think it's something like that.
Speaking about that, so you telling me, Uguti, when you've done your research and whatnot. So now, how does one? Because it's very hard getting the research that you have, because we have probably the same access to the same books, and so now, how do you get the true story of our history and all of that? Because clearly it's very hard getting it, because we see the same things at the library. If I say I want a book on Shaka Zulu, and we go at different times, we're going to get the same book. So how do we find like the right?
Okay, I can't really say which books have the right information, which books don't have the right information. But using my own logic, ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngithi okay, la lokho angenzeli many sense, because at the end of the day it's all about what you believe in, sometimes. And also there is a book which was written by ubaba uMazisi Kunene. Loyo baba une museum ikumbilo road, I'm not sure whereabouts, but Sisembilo. Yeah, it's Mazisi Kunene Museum. You can Google it. There is an original copy of the book that was written by Ubaba Mazisi Kunene. That book, it's not even a printed book. It's a book that was handwritten in a story sakhe uShaka Zulu. So I believe ukuthi more information elapha because that story was written by an African person. And umuntu owayekhona back then, even though wayengekho ngeyikhathi zoshaka, I'm not sure ukuthi Baba Mazisi kunene wayekhona nini, but he was there back then. Unfortunately, abantu abaningi abamanzi, because there are many great leaders. He was one of the people, I think, that went to exile. So most of the people abamazi, due to that, ama leaders amaningi, amaqhawe actually amaningi ala South Africa asitshelwa ngawo imlando yawo. Nayo Baba Mazisi kunene has done a lot of things. Is grateful for South Africa, for yena, for he was a writer, he was a poet, ebhale incwadi nanan. So the other thing angile khona, like Safi Sabona, like many things. If you can go there, bazokubonisa the copy of the book I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's handwritten.
In what language is it written in?
It's in Zulu.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in Zulu. I'm pretty not sure, but yeah, I think it's Zulu. Because I went there, it was 2016 or 15, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was June 16, so we went to celebrate June 16 there. So Safi Sabona khona ke lapho.
Ayikoshiwe ibhaliwe ngepeni.
Ibhaliwe ngepeni. It's not printed. Yeah, bhalwa ngepeni.
Ipeni laselikhona ngaleyo mnyaka.
Laselikhona ipeni by the time uBaba Mazisi kunene ebhala. Ipeni nephepha lazasezikhona. uBaba Mazisi kunene akekho akafoli kule generation yoshaka. Ufola kwi generation he was one of the people that went to exile. So ufola kuleyo generation leyo, yes. Kuleyo generation yo Babu Nelson Mandela, yes. And then he was a writer. So he was writing poems and also books. Unawo namanye amabhuku, but he also has a book written about uShaka Zulu.
A question here. What is the one thing, or what are the things that you wouldn't change from back then till now? Like the things that when you still implement and do in your life that are like, this is my culture and I'm not willing to change it.
Ngingathi nje ubuntu. Yabo.
Yeah.
Ubuntu lento sithi it's humanity. That's what I believe in. Ubuntu teaches us how to treat omunye umuntu, whether rich or not. Yabo. You respect omunye umuntu as you would like to be respected, because in our days sithanda ukuthi abantu siba praise because they have something. Yabo. It's either they have something to offer us or they have something, they have a bigger name or whatever. Because abanye abantu they'll be like, mhlawumbe emsebenzini for example, okay, because lo muntu lo umphathi wami ngizomrespect, but i-colleague yami enye seceleni anginandaba nayo, yabo. But as abantu, if we can have that humanity, singashintshi from the way kwawenziwa ngayo kudala back then, ubuntu goes a long way, yabo, because siyakwazi ukuphilisana if sizophila ngobuntu, yabo. If someone akanayo, awukwazi ukuthi you have like a lot of food endlini kunomuntu okwazi ukulala engadlile, yabo. Wena udla uzokuthathe uyokuchitha, yabo, because wena unokudla okuningi, yabo. Ugcina usukuthatha kunye ukuchitha, unemali xa ukwenza, you end up buying izinto ongayidingi nawe, yabo. But kunomuntu okwazi ukulala engadlile, yabo. And then abanye abantu they even khona labantu ufike becela emgaqweni, yabo. Uthola ukuthi umuntu has something to offer, but just because umuntu ohlala emgaqweni ongenakhaya ungcolile nani sibabukela phansi udlule.
You definitely sound like the poet that you are right now. So now how are you planning on passing Ubuntu down? Because that's one of the things you are going to hold on to. How are you planning on passing it down to other people as Zuapiwe to make a better South Africa or a better Zulu nation?
What a question. On passing on ubuntu, ngingathi mina it's all about ukufundisana nanendlela engage ngayo. It's very important to have platforms whereby sizokhuluma ngama issues esibhekana nawo on daily basis, and nanokuthi because right now mawuthi yabuka ama 2K ama 2000
ama 2K
yeah, so but isikhathi esiningi kunezinto angazazi yabo, nathi kukhona izinto esingazazi yabo, but if sizoba nawo ama platforms whereby sizokhuluma ngale zinto lezi ezazenzeka back then, nanokuthi abantu bebhale, it's either abantu babhale incwadi or they writing poems or books or whatever abayibhalayo zoba imibhalo ezosala, so that abalandelayo bezokwazi ukuthi befunde ukuthi this is the way yokuphila yabo. Yeah, because right now siphila esikhathini whereby there's politics, there's religion, there's education yabo, and muthi yabuka those three things, they, even though they are meant to make impilo zabantu noma to make izwe libe ngcono, but in a way they destroying izwe yabo, because education firstly izokufundisa ukuthi funda uhambe uyofuna umsebenzi yabo, of which it's the good thing ukuthi ufunde ube nolwazi ufuna umsebenzi uzokwazi ukuthi uwondle, but in a way the education system esinayo, mina I feel it's not good for South Africans yabo, because ikufundisa ukuthi hamba ufuna umsebenzi, izokufundisa nini ukuthi start your own business yabo, ayikufundisi lokho. Esikolweni ufundisa ukubhala iCV from, I think from primary, mina ngakufunda ukubhala iCV from primary, but angaze ngafundiswa ukubhala business plan yabo, of which that's the education system. At the same time there's politics, nayo inawaya ama dynamics, inezayo izinto ezi oppressayo in a way ukuthi ukwazi ukwenza certain things, and also there's irreligion, nayo irreligion will tell you what believe in this, believe in that, believe in that, of which sigcina sesilahla amasiko wethu because of irreligion, and ukulahla kwethu amasiko wethu sigcina sesiloza ubuthina sesingazazi ukuthi thina siwobani yabo.
That leads to my question, my last question for you, is that why do you think it's important to learn about culture yetu as Amazulu or whichever culture a person belongs to? Why do you think it's important to ayazi history zosiza ngani in order to move forward and be better?
Ngingathi learning about history and culture kusiza ekuthenini sizazi ukuthi sihlale sizazi ukuthi siwobani yabo. Whenever kuthiwa mhlambe okay sengizazi ukuthi ngiyobani, for future reasons kuzongisiza ekuthenini nezingane zami mayikhula ngiyikhulise ngiyitshela ukuthi okay thina la ekhaya siphila senza ngalendlela yabo, because usiko lifundisa nenhlonipho, besides ukuthi kuze kuthiwe uzoya esikoleni uyofundiswa uthini, but usiko lulodwa liyakufundisa ukuthi hlonipha. Why? Because usiko luyi-process lulodwa. Kunezinto, for example, makuthiwa uyalobola umuntu yabo, awumani ukhiphe inkomo, noma makuthiwa uyashada, mufuna ukushada umuntu awumani uthi okay sesothenga amaringi sesesontweni siyashada senze ifungo and what else yabo, but kuba ne-process yokuthi okay kumele siqale siyolobola yabo. Mangiyolobola mangifika mina as umfana ngithumela omalume ukuthi bayangilobolela nangi usisi lapha ya becela isihlobo esihle, abamani bengena yabo kuloyo muzi, kumele beme ngaphandle egate bakhonge. So mabenza lokho kukodwa kuyi sign of respect ukuthi awukwazi uyingenela emzini womuntu yabo. Kumele uqale uyibike ukuthi naku mina ngiwudla mina ujama kanje ngizocela isihlobo.
Awuyithakazele phela sifuna ukuza. We want to hear. What's possible? Ngiyabona ukuthi you just like a bit.
Yeah. Actually, bathi uDlamini ujama kaShadu uNomani Mdekede kusandlulu. Bathi umuntu akaqedwa.
Hayi bo, sifuna abaqedayo lana.
Hayi umuntu akaqedwa. So, ngingathi mina ukufunda ngazo zonke lezi zinto zosiko nani. Kuyasiza ekuthenini. Kuyasifundisa nokusihlonipha njengoba ngisho ukuthi awukwazi ukuyingenela emzini womuntu without ukuthi uqale usho ithakazelo lezo ishoyo and then nalabo ke bakuleyo muzi sebezokwazi ukuthi uze ngani njengoba uza la ekhaya because I think lokho kwakwenziwa because back then kwakunezinto yabo. So if umuntu ezoqhamuka abantu I think abantu bakudala babehleli belindele izimpi yabo. So if uzobona sekuqhamuka amadoda esengena emzini you ready for war usukhipha izikhali zakho sekuyaliwa yabo. But to show ukuthi okay asizile kabi asime ngaphandle egate sikhonge ngendlela eright sizichaza ukuthi sabakabani size ngani yabo. That alone it's a respect yabo. Unlike uzobona umuntu nje useyangena yabo. Njengoba nje today sinenkinga yokuthi abantu besifazane bayadlwengulwa besezindleni. Why? Because kunabantu abakwazi ukuthi bethole access noma kanjani emizini yabantu yabo. Into kanjalo.
Well, thank you so much for joining us up here and sharing your inputs and opinions and views about our culture. It's very interesting, and I really like people knowing about their culture because I think it's also very significant and it makes the person you are. Because at the end of the day, I think we really need to know about our culture because you can't just allow a person to come in from outside and tell you how to live your life. It's the wrong way, and I really hope Uguti, the young ones, I'm a 2000, not even I'm a 2000 are not the only people that are very naive about culture. It's also people our age that are naive about our culture. And in terms of ancestral things where people are just like, those are demons, it's like we being very naive. So I'm very grateful that I got a chance to speak to you today and just hear Uguti, where we're coming from. I mean, we could go on for days speaking about this, but I mean, because of time, we do not have like the whole day to speak about it, but I'm highly grateful that you're here and we really appreciate you pulling through. So where can people follow you on social media?
In social media, I mean, it's for me, okay, ngiyatholakala on social media, but due to certain things, ngathi ukhoxa kancane ku social media, yabo. But on Facebook ngikhona, even though ngawusebenzisi on daily basis, but you can just check AP Mzizi. I want a minute on social media. It's AP Mzizi. Mzizi AP. If not sure. You check something like that, on Facebook. So I even forgot the account on Facebook because I'm saying but
he's really a Zulu man. But
actually, it's because of certain things. I was so nganga to share on Facebook because let depression now. So on Facebook and even on Instagram, ngiyatholakala khona kuyo AP Mzizi Mzizi AP.
Yo, so won't go nice show now.
The last time I was active on Facebook was me being active was 2017 before June.
Yes.
But then I do go Facebook and check if abantu be follow lapha noma be send what do you call it, invites or whatever. Ngiyangena ngibona okay nangu mina enhle useng invite send the invite, then I will accept. I was but soon I will be back on social media full time, be active.
So for those who don't know, Apiwe is a poet. So I'm hoping that he will get to send me a poem of some sort just to give us a taste of what he does. And I mean, poetry is like a very beautiful thing. It's a beautiful form of art. So I'm hoping, Apiwe, that I can trust you to send me something. And man, so thank you so much for tuning into this interview. We will head back to the music in studio with me and CeeLo, of course. What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za.
Khona amasosha afele empini kodwa ngisaphila namhlanje. Tell me, where were you when we were breaking down these walls? I'm no more, but I can't do you no favors, cause you a hater and waiter. Well, you can keep waiting, cause I ain't coming back to that. I can only give back to that. People telling me that I switched up. Where were you when I was still down? Man, sit down.
Simi Sims featuring Neon Dow, Where Were You rather, is the name of the song that I just played you right now. And I'm really hoping that you guys learned a lot from that conversation. I'm not going to call it an interview because it was more of a conversation of understanding and me trying to get to know the culture better. And I'm hoping Usilo is going to learn a lot from that conversation also, because
I've already learned a lot. It was interesting.
When you told me that your dad is not from South Africa, right?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather.
I actually forgot to ask my grand before she died where exactly he was from.
So you guys don't have like a culture of your own?
Of course we do.
Do you know your culture?
And she brought them up, so you better know that's the culture they took.
Oh well, that's Mtungwa. So Mtungwa.
Yeah, bona.
I actually get along with Mtungwa people, so
that's why.
It makes
that Kumalo blood running through me.
Yeah, I mean, I think now it makes sense. It makes sense. One of the things that happened during the week that was very disturbing for us, the black culture especially.
What is that, Minnie?
Hey bo, bashuk abantu. Sishuk. that law that was passed, ukuthi you can't hit, rather let me just say, you can't spank a child no more.
Yeah. What about it? That's good, right?
No.
What do you mean no? We
Hey,
just
boo.
come from a week of like, oh my gosh, gender-based violence. Oh my gosh, gender-based violence.
A child, bruh.
No, it's not about it's not about it being a child. It's about it growing into an adult that was beaten as a child. That is, we carry our traumas. And
There's a huge difference between beating and spanking a child because
Violence
you're
is
trying
violence,
to
Minnie.
discipline. It's not.
Yes, it is. It is violence. Smacking somebody is violence. It's
No,
violence.
no.
You're limiting the child's ability to deal with reasoning. When they get too angry and they can't think, they're going to beat. That's what you're teaching them.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
We were hit when we were growing up.
Yes, we were. And
My mom used to hit me until I got under the bed, and she would call my brother to pick that bed up and carry on hitting. It was just a way of discipline.
We
Were
have
you
some
not
mawak.
hit? I respect my mom.
No. Like when you've done something wrong, we have some mawak.
No.
No. So
I respect my
You'll
mom.
go and tell her whatever without, I've done wrong, mom. I need to tell her. You'll always go. And tell her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, that's part of it. Like some people are raised in such a way that when they've messed up, they always have to tell their parents because it's a support system, not just a fear system.
When I was growing up,
My dad hit me 3 times. Like, I can remember, and I was like, it wasn't that to.
are you a violent child?
I got some violent thoughts. I like
right.
action movies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
It's violence.
I mean, it's a shame. I'm not supporting this thing because that is how we were brought up. So why now are we being told how to bring up our kids?
When our grandparents were being brought up, they were sometimes forced to work before the age of like work because we evolve as a society, right?
Yeah, but
We had at some
this
point
is a
people
different
worked
thing,
12
though.
hours in factories before unions because we evolve as a culture, right?
I mean,
Exactly. So this is it does more harm than good overall. That's
it really
why.
doesn't.
No, you're looking at the individual cases and where do you draw the line between a spank and a beating, Nakono? Because it's only the person.
When you start to hurt the child.
But the person beating can get into a fit of rage and that goes out the window. And because they're paying for everything in the house, nobody knows about Kuza.
No, bruh. Like there are some people. There are some people that abuse their children.
Yes, so we're closing that gap to kill even those people that want to abuse because it does more harm than good.
But gay, I don't even think this is going to work anyway because the black nation has said.
Of course, it's not going to work. I mean, they said we must stop beating kids in schools, and I'm pretty sure to this day in some schools in South Africa that still happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, so obviously you can say, Oguti wabanja, now you can really go to jail.
Yeah, well, but for most people even, they were just like, if you dare go to that court and tell them, oh, I'm abusing you, you might as well go live with them. But the sad truth is that they're gonna take them to like homes, and they're not gonna be happy there. Cause I mean, like living with a lot of people is not nice, especially people that you don't know, and when you've had a home before.
It's like when your parents like say, "Oh, for the child line,
yeah, that's what's gonna happen." But I think they're just saying that.
Yeah, obviously they're just trying to scare you not to call the fucking number.
Yeah, but hey, we're gonna see how this whole thing turns out. I'm like very interested in seeing. But anyway, moving on to greater things. Silo, what's happening in Durban?
There's a Gagasi Heritage Fest thing tomorrow. Check that out if you want.
Where is it?
It's at Kings Park, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, hopefully the weather's gonna be alright.
This weather, it might not be alright.
It's always PMSing. Durban weather is always PMSing the whole time. Cause, on Saturday it was hot. Sunday it's gloomy. Durban needs to pick a struggle. But yeah, do head over to that picnic, and I'm sure you will be filming there, Silo.
I will be there for Deeply Rooted. Zisto's out there.
Yeah. Great. Do head over to Deeply Rooted DBN on YouTube. I finally got that right.
Woo! You can get your salary upgrade now.
Whoop whoop. And what is that?
0%.
How?
It's technically a positive, not a negative.
And yes, guys, this is abuse and I'm a worker. I'm a employee. I'm an employer. See abuse. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with us right here on Monday Mayhem. I am looking forward to seeing you, or rather speaking to you again next week. Same time, same place. It is your girl, Minnie 2C. And from me, it's been real.
Come on now,
ngeke uyithole budini kodwa isicefe kambile inhlobo zasegoli kambe kuthiwani abudi akibaki
Ishanga khala bizu mama ngeke ayithole ngeke ayithole
ngisho ngakhala biza umaluma biza umamakhe ngeke ayithole le ngeke ayithole ngisho ngakhala biza umaluma biza umamakhe ngeke ayithole le ngeke ayithole ngisho ngakhala biza umaluma biza umamakhe ngeke ayithole le ngeke ayithole